Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the greatest watch market update in the world. That's right, the greatest watch market update in the world. And today I have so many things that I would like to share with you guys. But before I get into all that, let's go into my magical intro. So I'm back. So listen up, guys. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that this watch channel, this organic watch channel, reached 4,000 organic subscribers. And I want to say thank you to Kino. Unbelievable, Kino, the job you've done with this channel. Kino's unbelievable. He is the mind behind all this. He's unbelievable, this Kino. We reached 4,000 organic subscribers. Me and Kino were talking to this expert, on a social media platform, and he was telling us that reaching 4,000 organic subscribers is the equivalent of having 100,000 fake subscribers. Unbelievable, but true. So we have now 4,000 organic subscribers in our channel. Unbelievable, but true. And it's all thanks to all of you out there. Unbelievable. All of you out there in TV land. We call you TV land. Unbelievable, but true. So, Kino is, again, we have to give Kino all the credit of what's happening to this channel that has been growing slowly but surely. Unbelievable, but true, And gentlemen, we also, want to tell you people out there, you watch collectors. We want to tell you that, this message is from Kino. Kino, I'm gonna say exactly the way you said it. Most of the Muppet watch dealers are looking for uninformed buyers. But I have to say, thanks to Kino, thanks to you, Kino, thanks to Kino and I, buyers are now aware of what's really happening with the watch market at this moment. And we want to just tell you guys that the watch market at this moment is dead. Dead, dead, dead. Unbelievable, but true. And the one that has done all this research, again, I repeat, is my sidekick, Kino. Unbelievable, Kino. For real, Kino. Come on, Kino, say something to them, please. Come on. Stop being hush-hush. Okay, he doesn't want to say nothing. But anyway, we have to thank Kino. The next thing I want to tell you too is that, we feel kind of bad of all the news that happened this week, with people losing watches on consignment. And we feel very bad. We, in a serious note, we do feel very, very bad about that subject. We don't wish that upon anybody, that they give their watch up in consignment and they lose it. So Kino and I are very, very sorry for those victims that gave those watches out to that undertaker, because he is an undertaker. And that undertaker that we're talking about is, for what I understand, and Kino told me, is the gentleman with the sweat-stained hat and the white-out jumbo ears and the little hands. He's the one that did this to these people. So we want to just take a moment that, on a serious note, that we really, really, really deeply feel very, very bad for all those people that were taken by this undertaker. So anyway, guys, we're going to go in now to the watch market update. So gentlemen, I'm back, and let's just dive into the watch market update. Our first watch is the Vacheron Constantin Ultra Thin. Unbelievable looking time machine. This is the perpetual calendar. It's a 41.5 millimeter. It's rose gold with a silver dial. Unbelievable looking watch. Unbelievable watch. The reference number of this watch is the 4300V. It has a retail price of $111,000. It was at one moment over $175,000. This is an unbelievable looking watch. I'm telling you, beautiful, beautiful looking watch. One of the most beautiful looking timepieces that my eyes have seen. And that's for real. This is a beautiful looking watch. This watch, like I said, at one moment, it went all the way up to $175,000. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to tell you, don't pay, and I mean this, don't pay. I mean, you do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want, but don't be a lollipop sucker and pay more than $75,000. And that's right, the secondary gray watch market is dead. That's right, dead, 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 dead. Our next watch is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, reference number 16202. They call this watch the Jumbo. Unbelievable looking watch. It's platinum. It has a marble green dial. Unbelievable looking watch. And I spoke to you about this watch last month. And I talked to you about this watch. This watch is an unbelievable looking watch. This watch at one moment was over $700,000. That's right, over $700,000. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, the retail price of that watch is $114,000. Last month, I told you don't pay more than $230,000 for that watch. And today, I'm going to tell you, do not pay. I mean, you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You want to continue being lollipop suckers? That's up to you. But I'm going to have to tell you today, gentlemen, don't pay for that beautiful Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo, reference 16202 with a platinum material. Don't pay more. I mean, this is used slider condition material watches we're talking about here. Don't get confused. But I'm going to have to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay, and I mean don't pay, and I mean don't pay more than $190,000 and drop, a little more drop, a little more. The secondary gray watch market is dead. Unbelievable but true. Like I said, you do whatever you want. Our next watch is the Patek Philippe Rose Gold Aquanaut. Unbelievable. Reference number 5164. This watch at one moment was over $200,000. Over $200,000. The retail price of that watch, is $62,690. That's right. And I'm going to have to tell you, gentlemen, again, you do whatever you want. You guys want to keep on sucking on the lollipop? That's up to you, you know? You want to keep on believing these Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels? That's up to you again. You know, these guys are a bunch of hucksters, you know? Guys are a bunch of hucksters and grifters and hoodwinkers, you know? You guys been fleeced for too long. I repeat, you guys have been fleeced for too long. Until Kino and I came along. And we're telling you the real story of the watch market. That's right. And I'm going to tell you right now, gentlemen, don't pay more for that 5164 Aquanaut Rose Gold. Don't pay more than $93,000 and dropping a little more. Because the secondary gray watch market is dead. Dropping a little more. Unbelievable but true. You heard it from me and Kino. The secondary gray watch market is dead. That's right. The secondary gray watch market is dead in a backyard septic tank. And smelly. Let's go into our next watch. Unbelievable. The next watch is the Rolex Oyster Flex White Gold with the Ghost Dial. Unbelievable looking watch. This is an unbelievable looking watch. The reference number of that watch is the 116519LN. The retail price of that watch is $31,500. Again, this is slider used condition material watch. This watch at one moment was over $50,000. That's right, $50,000. And I'm going to have to tell you, for a 2019, 2020 model, don't pay. I mean, don't pay. Don't be lollipop suckers any longer. Don't pay more. Don't pay more than $34,000 and dropping a little more. That's right. Just letting you guys know what's happening. Kino and I are going to let you know the truth. All right? The watch market is dead. Our next watch is the Rolex stainless steel GMT Batgirl. Unbelievable looking Batgirl. This watch at one moment was over $20,000, the Batgirl with the Jubilee band. Unbelievable looking watch. Unbelievable. You know, with the reference number of this watch, like I said, it's an unbelievable watch. The reference number of that watch is the 126710BLNR with a retail price of $10,700. And like I said before, this watch went all the way up to $20,000. $20,000. And I'm going to have to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay. Don't pay. You want to continue being these lollipop suckers? That's up to you. But don't pay more. Don't pay more than $15,000 and dump, and continue dumping. The secondary gray watch market is dead. That's right. Let's go into the next watch. Unbelievable. The next watch is an unbelievable looking time machine. And I mean this. This is an unbelievable looking time machine. This is the Rolex Date President Yellow Gold with a green crayon. Crayon green. You know, crayon green? You know, when you were in kindergarten school, you would paint, you know, you would color with the color crayon green. Well, this is what this dial has. Crayon green. Unbelievable looking time machine. This watch is a 40 millimeter. The reference number of this watch is the 228238. It has a retail price of $38,500. And this watch at one moment was over, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. Let's just say over $90,000, right? Over $90,000. And I'm going to have to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay more. Don't pay more for this used slider condition material watch. Don't pay more than $52,000 in dumping. The secondary gray watch market is dead. Did you hear me? The secondary gray watch market is dead. Our next watch, unbelievable. Our next watch is the Rolex Rose Gold Sky Dweller with a blue dial. Unbelievable looking time machine. The reference number of this watch is the 336935 with a retail price of $50,900. This watch at one moment, when it first came out, when it was first released in the month of March, it was over $90,000. That's right. Unbelievable, but true. It was over $90,000. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Secondary gray watch market is dead. It's a dying breed. And like I said again, the retail price was $50,900. And I'm going to have to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay. Don't pay for that watch. And I'm talking about a new watch here. Fully stickered that I've been offered. I've been offered this watch. Don't pay more than $63,000 and dumping a little more. That's right. You heard that right. The Rolex Sky Dweller Rose Gold with the blue dial. Brand new. Sticker. I was offered one for $63,000 and dumping a little more. The watch market is dead. The watch market is dead. Don't be lollipop suckers. The watch market is dead. Let's go into our next watch. Our next watch is the Rolex Yellow Gold GMT with a Jubilee band. The reference number is the 126718. New. I repeat, the reference number is the 126718. New one. Sticker. The retail price of that watch is $38,900. That watch, when it first came out, it was over $60,000 in the month of March. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I got to tell you, gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, don't pay more. Don't pay between $43,000 and $44,000 in dumping. Dumping. The watch market is dead. in a backyard pool and floating face down like this. Unbelievable, but true. You do whatever you want. You want to keep on sucking on the lollipop? That's up to you. You want to soar with the eagles, or you want to keep on crawling with the rats? Because right now you're crawling with the rats. You do whatever you want. Our next watch is the Rolex Sky Dweller stainless steel with a Jubilee band with a mint dial. Unbelievable. The reference number of that watch is the 336934. I repeat, it has that beautiful mint green dial. You know, I already have that watch already. I'm not going to show it to you, because then you guys get mad at me. But that watch, at one moment, was over $60,000. Over $60,000. It has a retail tag of $15,600. That's right. And I'm going to have to tell you today, gentlemen, don't pay more. I mean, you do whatever you want, but don't pay more. Unbelievable, but true. Don't pay more than $28,000 and dropping a little more. A little more. One more. The secondary gray watch market is smelly. Smelly. Our next watch, unbelievable looking time machine as well, is the Rolex GMT stainless steel Sprite. Unbelievable. The reference number of that watch is the 126720VTNR with an oyster band, stainless steel. The retail price of that watch is $11,250. That watch at one moment when it first came out, it was over $50,000. Gentlemen, this is disgusting. Don't pay more and you do whatever you want with your pocket. Don't pay more. Don't be lollipop suckers. The watch market dead. Don't pay more than $17,000 and dropping. Dropping. Here, one more. Dropping a little more. The secondary gray watch market is dead. It's critical. Unbelievable, but true. Well, gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed my watch market update. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. And like I say every week, take care and don't forget to brush your hair.